Gulf Skill Pioneers Oman. Today, we family of I.I.I welcome you all with a very big smile, with a very big wholeheartedly. We all welcome you to this wonderful World Sustainability Summit. We I.I.I proudly claim ourselves as an unique premium organization providing organic skills and providing global leadership. My dear friends, let me tell you, when it comes to sustainability, when it comes to the skills, in our minds, skills means artificial intelligence, skills means technology. These are the things that come up to our mind, right? Why don't we turn our mind, turn our head, turn every part of our body to think for a while that there is one skill which each and every person should master. What is that skill that Dr. Sharma is talking that we don't know? We all know there are lots of skills in the world and we all are almost masters of everyone. You know, my dear friends, if you master that skill, you will be the most wonderful person in the world. If you master that skill, your eyes will speak. Every part of the body will be the best part. You know what is that skill? You will be the genius in the world. You will find a vision. You will find a purpose. That skill is happiness skill. The sustainability of happiness. If we bring that skill in our life, we are going to bring sustainability in every skill of our life. How many of us have a habit of writing a gratitude journal every day? How many of us have a habit of auditing your purpose and vision? We audit money, but we never audit these all things. How many of us have this habit of auditing your generosity? These are the skills that bring sustainability to other skills, my dear friends. That makes you a great human being. So this is what I.I.I wants to promote in the world by establishing the culture of happiness. Happiness means don't underestimate it. It is the one that leads you in the place where you are. It is the one that evolves you in the world. It evolves you as a leader. It will make you a millionaire. It will make you to fulfill your purpose. So with this small introduction towards the skill, let me invite our own Iron Man of I.I.I, which I always feel proud and excited always to see Dr. Kevin, to meet Dr. Kevin, to listen Dr. Kevin. Yes, Dr. Kevin Ward, one of my best friends and great mentor, knowledge seeker, a person without any expectations. Usually people say, if you want any happiness, don't have any expectations. And I see that demonstrated in this kind of person. Such a wonderful person, Dr. Kevin Ward, being with us from last 4 years with I.I.I as a board of director and CEO. So any event never starts without Dr. Kevin Ward's warm welcome to the guest. So today I don't say the guest because it's a family who are all present here. So let me welcome Iron Man of I.I.I, Dr. Kevin Ward. Dr. Kevin.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. I am always honored to be a part of our initiatives and working with these great team members and also working with our honored guests. And I want to welcome everyone to our Sustainability Summit #2 and look forward to our time together, time of learning, growing, sharing together. One of the things that, I am very big on is seeking wisdom. And one of the great things about this group of people is I know there's a lot of wisdom to be found here and hopefully be able to gain some wisdom without doing it the hard way for an occasion. And so welcome, everyone. So glad to have you here and look forward to our time and what we will get accomplished. Dr. Sharma, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you so much for this magical words, which always spreads spirits and magic confidence in the show. Thank you, Dr. Kevin. So, my dear friends, after Dr. Kevin's magical words, let me welcome and invite. I want to use all the synonyms as much as possible to another wonderful person from Italy, a person who has initiated this and was really walking on the way of empowerment. He said, why don't we have this summit and why don't we create this factor? Why don't we create this impact in the world? And trust me, I felt so happy. And Dr. Maru, Professor Maru, he has even accepted to be the president of IAFB, International Academic Fraternity Board of I.I.I. And every time he comes up with the upgraded method, he designs it and he comes to me and says, Dr. Sharma, this is what I have done for this month. He has prepared the calendar and he has given to me. And, thank you, Dr. Professor Maru, for your efforts. I always, I'm humbled and extend my gratitude to you for all this support, Professor Maru. And I'm sure our vision of spreading sustainability in the world through different means, with all the wonderful leaders over here, will definitely create a tap, create a ripple in the world so that people start thinking about this sustainability in a very organic way, as Professor Einstein was telling, organic. So, Professor Maru, we request you to spread your magic to our audience about sustainability, Professor Maru. Welcome them. I want you to welcome them.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. You are too kind, really too kind. Okay, good Sunday to everyone. Wonderful people. You are wonderful people. Welcome once again and namaskar. This is Professor Mauro Polticchia from Italy. As said before, I'm president of International Academic Fraternity Board. It's a privilege and honor to lead the International Academic Fraternity Board as new president for 2024. And today I would like to celebrate our second amazing event, another milestone for us. As you know, a topic for this event is the Gateway for Skill Sustainability. And I would like to share with all of you our target before to start as an academic institution. The first one is to promote humanization of education. The second one is to promote quality education for life, not just for living. And the third one is to sustain quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all through sharing experience during our monthly summit like this, and with our fantastic and wonderful panelists of leaders around the world as first step, because in the future there will be many things to do. As said, this is our second event for 2024. So each month there will be a summit like this with different topics, and with the mission to spread knowledge, to spread knowledge, experience, and education. So the format will be the same, a topic with a message and Q&A with our special guests. Our special guests are eminent and respected people with great experience to share and recognize as a leader at a global level. Okay, let's go. First, I wish to send my gratitude to Dr. Sharma once again, because you are a wonderful human being. And special thanks also to our group of institutions, International Institute of Influencer, International Life Skill Technology, and Gov Skill Pioneers, OMAN. So, okay, let's start. And before Q&A, I'm kind of asking to all of you to one short message about your feeling, your insight, your emotion regarding this summit that you wish to share with all audience. So I think that we can start with Dr. Hussain with your introduction related feeling of this summit, please.
Professor Einstein. Professor Einstein is the Einstein of I.I.I. And we all feel so proud that we have Einstein. I.I.I is having Einstein as well here, a person full of knowledge and having that sustainable vision towards the world. Professor Einstein, please.
Many thanks. I'm very honored to get invited in this summit. For me, the field of sustainability is a very important field. I'm speaking today from Liverpool, from the Liverpool Hope University, and I'm happy to find as well many people in the world who look to the future in this difficult time, in this time of artificial intelligence and digitization, as well some questions and some thoughts. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Einstein. Thank you so much. You have given a great insight in very short words, and I'm sure everyone have noticed that. Thank you, Professor Einstein. We'll come back to you with the roller coaster ride of questions. We'll come back to you. So now, my dear friends, we are having an amazing personality from Monaco. We are extremely thank you, extremely extend gratitude to Miss Lorena Barikalla. She is right now in the Cannes Film Festival, and she has taken her little time to join here with us to promote this sustainability summit, to give her words to this sustainability summit where people can also think about it. She's contributing to the world's sustainability by this way. Miss Lorena, we are so glad, so happy. You are multi-talented. My dear friend, she is an author, she is a singer, she is a dancer, she's a choreographer. She's an actor, she's an author, multi-dimensional personality. So, Miss Lorena, how do you feel coming over here with us? We just want your small opinion about the world of it.
First of all, I can say that I'm happy. I take your words. You open your speech with the word happiness. So I'm really happy to be here today with all of you. It's an honor to have been invited here in this summit and to share our experiences together. So thanks to Dr. Shama Hussain for the kind invitation, to Professor Maru for the coordination, to be able to participate with you today, as you are saying, from the Cannes Film Festival, and to Dr. Kevin Ward as well, that I meet here today, and all my hello and salutation to the valuable guests of this interesting event, and as well to the spectators that are here with us today. I hope that they will spend a nice moment, with us. It's so important to have friendship links between people in different countries. And nowadays we have really to rebuild a future for the young generation, and we have to start from the ground. I think that money is not the measure of a human being. Too much is based on money. I'm speaking as well about the work, and an individual in his field, in his work. Too much is based on money. We have to start again from the ground. Who are the ethic and moral values? This is the most important. So it's the way we have to measure the person and his skills. And as well, we have to teach to the young generation through example. I think that only example can be the way, of sharing experience. It's not just by saying you have to do this and that, and it's like this, and just giving an agenda of things to do or to learn. It's to be an example. So we have to start from ourselves, and only through dialogue and passion we can share the future values of our world.
Miss Lorena, you have made our day by talking about ethics, values, which our organization talks about. And you shared about that money is not everything. We cannot measure a person on money. So, trust me, this is what the message that people needs to be understand this in this current scenario. Thank you so much, Ms. Lorena. We will come back to you more. I'm sure you are creating impact, and we are getting in contagious as well, influenced with you. Thank you so much, Ms. Lorena. We'll come back.
We have not to earn in terms of money, but earn in terms of values, of improvement for mankind.
Wonderful, Ms. Lorena. Wonderful. Thank you. This is what we need to send the message. Thank you so much. Gratitude. So, my dear friends, now let me invite Mr. Avinash More, a fractional CFO with a determination, with a passion, who has done his education in UK and spreading his positivity with the different industries, coaching, mentoring, different industries about the financial happiness, how to bring the financial happiness. And I'm so proud that he's my neighbor. He's from Muscat. So Avinash is from Muscat, and I'm so glad to welcome Avinash today because we need people who are empowered with the vision of values and ethics. Especially I.I.I is branded with the ethics and values, and the USB of I.I.I is its family. So welcome Avinash to the family as well as welcome to the World Sustainable Summit, Avinash.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shama, and thank you so much, all the speakers and the audiences. I'm really delighted. When I found about Dr. Shama, I couldn't hold my breath to meet with her and learn all the beautiful things what she does through I.I.I, and I was immediately drawn towards it. It reminds me what once a great wise man said, that do you want to be in peace or in pieces? I'll repeat again. Do you want to be in peace or in pieces? Obviously, everyone would raise their hand up and they would say, yeah, Mr. Wise Man, we want to be in peace. So that is where this influencing about financial happiness, that money is a commodity. You can buy anything what you want. It's pretty much commodity. But the pleasure, the happiness, what you want to spread across, it's not commodity. This is something what you need to experience. The more you spread, the more it comes to you. And what I believe coming from a finance background is that financial equation or financial awareness or literacy, as you may say, which play a pivotal role in spreading happiness in the society. Thank you very much, Dr. Shama and everyone.
Thank you, Avinash. Thank you. Your quote was amazing, Avinash. I love it. I'm sure Miss, you are sitting next to Miss Sheena. She's the one, I think she might have loved it. She is the one who creates this kind of things. She is just an incubator of all these things. She is a wonderful world-class coach, and I'm sure she liked the way you spoke about the peace and pieces. So, Avinash, we'll come back to you again. And thank you so much, Avinash, for this wonderful inspiration and for each and everyone who are watching us. Thank you, Avinash. So, my dear friends, let us move to the world-class coach who is all this time. Trust me, sometimes I don't understand what Miss Sheena wants to tell. When she writes something, there is lots of inner meaning inside. You have to go deep. Anything she writes, anything she tells, there is a deeper meaning, which is not easy to extract. She makes us to lose the weight. She makes us to burn some calories by thinking more about it. And Miss Sheena is such an amazing intellectual, I can say, intellectual world-class coach who inspires the people with her wonderful expression, the way, like Professor Einstein was telling and about demonstration, even Miss Lorena was telling about demonstrating rather than just speaking. And Miss Sheena does that. She always, anything she wants to coach, she just demonstrates it in a very simple, candid way. This is Miss Sheena. So, Miss Sheena, we welcome you to the show and we want you to give a small welcome message of sustainability to our people who are watching you today.
Okay. Am I live?
Yes, you can. We can hear you. Yeah, Miss
You
Sheena.
can hear me. Okay. What if you had a superpower of happiness? What if your happiness was sustainable? What if your superpower was sustainable and successful? Right now, in our dynamic economy, we've got this revolution that's happening. So, to lead the field, we must be different. We must be different in education. We must be different in human capital, human resources. We need to be different in our approach to delivery. And one of the things I often think about, and I'm listening to brilliant Dr. Ward called the Iron Man. Oh dear, I'll call myself that in the gym tomorrow. We've got the professor from Italy, and Milan's my favourite country, so I'll expect a coffee when I visit. But what's really interesting is that how can we be different? How can we lecture differently? How can we speak differently? How can we dare to be different in all the people that we influence? So that happiness has to be a superpower. And today, what I want you to think about is what is our growth for learning? And I want to leave you with this little statement. If every day you become a student of learning, and learn one thing every day, and when you learn it, teach it to other people. I look forward to speaking to you in a little bit, but first be the best and then be first.
You have already brainstormed us. That's what I said. If Miss Sheena speak, she will create something. So you have given us now already brainstorming question, and you have given us even a tip, Miss Sheena, that what every day if we start learning as a student. Wow. I hope this should inspire everyone that we must not just stagnate ourselves. We must every day go on learning something where we can bring sustainability. And by speaking happiness and sustainability, you made my day. Thank you, Mishina. Thank you so much. Thank
Could
you.
I just say I forgot a very special bit, a very warm welcome to all the esteemed guests from Scotland.
Thank you, Mishina. Thank you so much. I know Scotland is a wonderful place as you are. Thank you, Mishina. So now, my dear friends, the introduction of all our guests is now I want to even introduce Miss Dr. Somali here. Dr. Somali is one of our premium GCI member, and Dr. Somali is PhD in MBA. She has done her master's PhD in MBA, and you know she is even helping the society in sharing her knowledge for free to many MBA students. She is influencing in her own way in a very silent manner. She doesn't speak loud, but she wants to influence the society. That's why she has joined this. She has the inspiration to work, to learn, to share the knowledge with wonderful personalities all over the world. She wants to upgrade her knowledge. So that is her very innocent and transparent spirit, which I love in her. Dr. Somali, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Would you like to tell something, Dr. Somali?
Yes, ma'am. As the summit of today is about sustainability. Sustainability is a vital in our fast-changing world. Lifelong learning and adaptability are key to staying relevant, and effective digital literacy and cross-disciplinary knowledge help us tackle complex challenges. Innovations and problem solving drive sustainable solutions, and collaborations expand our impact. Ethical and critical thinking guide our decisions, ensuring justice and sustainability. Effective project management and cultural competence enhance our initiatives. Resilience allows us to preserve through setbacks. Embracing continuous growth, adaptability, and ethical responsibility, we can contribute significantly to a sustainable future. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Somali. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate your knowledge. Thank you so much, Dr. Somali. So, my dear friends, now let me invite Einstein of I.I.I. Like we have Einsteins, we have Ironmans. You can see how Miss Wonderful team we have. I loved when Miss Sheena said Iron Man of I.I.I, Dr. Kevin Bond. So let me invite Professor Einstein for a wonderful question, which the world is moving ahead right now. Rajanagar, can you please spotlight Professor Einstein?
Yes, I'm here.
Professor Einstein, I think you are not spotlighted.
Yeah, sorry.
I am adding spotlight.
Now I'm here. No, not.
Yeah.
But I see.
Yeah, Professor Einstein.
Great.
Yeah, Professor Einstein, my first question, Professor Einstein, to you. We are the opening batsman today for us. You are the opening batsman. So, Professor Einstein, my question to you is, how do you think we can forecast the skill which everyone in the world, or some of them are afraid of, and some of them are thinking it will make our world? So how that skill is artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
How do you forecast this future of this, Professor Einstein?
Yeah, I think we are in this difficult time of artificial intelligence, in the time of digitization. And therefore, I'm so happy that in our summit, we are speaking about skills, abilities, competencies, qualifications. And we have connected that with the main aim of sustainability, with our main aim for the future world. And it is clear we are in a difficult situation. I will speak maybe later as well about this. And I think the important point is that we speak, or has to speak, about a needed transformation. So what brought me to I.I.I was the aim of I.I.I and me, humanization of education. And I think this is the main aim and the future aim, that we has to think about humanization of education, about authentic relationships and authentic learning in and from life. So maybe we has to speak somewhere in our summit about TVET, technical vocational education, training, apprenticeships. So these are crucial possibilities for future learning. And but I don't want to be here too long. Other speakers maybe are bringing as well some ground things and thoughts in, but this is my thoughts to your questions.
Thank you so much, Professor Einstein. What you said is right. When the world is completely occupied with this artificial intelligence, humanization of education also need to be placed in its place, so that there will be relationships. And as Harvard University, for 85 years, they worked on happiness. And finally, what made Harvard University to work on for 85 years for happiness without consistently to know the reason for happiness? And very true, Professor Einstein, that this has to be. And I'm so glad that I.I.I has brought you up because of this humanization of education, having you here esteemed as a member. And dear friends, even Professor Einstein is also the board of director of our organization. And I proudly feel that and affirm that. Thank you so much, Professor Einstein. Thank you once again. So, my dear friends, my next question to Miss Lorena. Miss Lorena, Yes, Miss Lorena is over here with a beautiful smile, and as she is. So, Miss Lorena, thank you so much once again. We want to know, Miss Lorena, as your expertise is in choreography, in acting, in influencing the people towards the different colors of life, I can say, different colors of the life. What do you think? How do you forecast this skill is going to create impact in the future?
You know, all these are meaning of expression, you know, and culture and art are the basis of the transmission of mankind, you know, of a civilization. All what remains in the memory of people are the past art and culture. This is the thread that unites all the people, you know, through thousands of years. And as an artist, you know, I have the mission to transmit these values of art and culture. What distinguish a human being is emotion, and art and culture are the ways through which one, you know, the human being can transmit this emotion through classical ballet, through acting, through singing, writing. This is the way to transmit this emotion and these deep feelings. All these are messages to the art of the people. So as an artist, I wanted to develop my skills, you know, in different ranges, because sometimes people ask me, how can you be a prima ballerina, you know, a ballet star, as well a singer, as well a dancer, a choreographer, a producer, an author? How can you manage to do so many things? You know, these are only different languages, but it's my heart that speaks at the basis through different languages that I learned, because all our life we have to learn. Education is not only related to young people. You know, we think young people has to learn to have an education till around 30 years old. And then in general, people stops. They stop to learn. No, all along our life, we have to keep learning every day. And every day I study, and this is why I could develop, you know, different skills that I had, but, you know, through discipline to discipline. So I could learn the language as a prima ballerina or as a singer, as an actress, and as well as a producer. And this is so important, you know, so to be in evolution all our entire life, to be in contact with the evolution of our society as well. Otherwise, it's finished. We are lost. You know, we are cut from the present. We can build the future thanks to the present and being exactly present in this moment. How the world is going on. You know, what can we do as an individual? Often we think that we have no power as an individual. We have a lot of power through our energy, through our awareness. We can transmit so much, you know, and bring to us other people. So this is why I wanted to develop, you know, different languages and transmit the values as well. And everything, you know, is very close together. Professor Einstein spoke about artificial intelligence and how this can be related to me, for example. You know, it's not another field, in fact, because now, as you said, I'm in Cannes at the film festival to present a project, an entertainment project, as an actress, but as well as a producer, with our production company that I founded called Promo Art Monte Carlo Production, with my manager and production director, Tino Genovese. And this project, this movie, is based on artificial intelligence, you know? So, you know, we are so close, in fact. And through entertainment, we can pass the message to the people, you know, about this topic and all the questions that are around it. And our movie will be about, it's a family movie, and it's about love and emotion. And there is a storyline, and I will tell you about it when we will have time, with a great pleasure, with, you know, androids and human being, you know. So, you see, the world is small, in fact, and we are really connected.
Exactly. Miss Lorena, you know, as you said, lifelong learning, you believe the first thing. I think you said very true, because if we stop learning, we start aging. And you look so young, you look so beautiful. That means you are learning continuously. So this is very true. And as you said, you have really correlated very nicely about the that what we can influence, what we speak, what we think. Our means subconsciously we are absorbing the nature of the people. So we need to be very disciplined. We need to be very focused to spread this sustainability in the world. And I have a small request, Ms. Lorena, because you are multi-talented singer, choreographer, actor, producer, author. Can I request you for a small line, 2 lines of song for us to sing?
To sing something now?
Yeah.
No, it's difficult without music, you know, it's difficult.
Any 2 lines.
No. We need music. We need to do something well.
Next time, Lorena is very professional.
Next time we can organize something. Well done.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Miss Lorena. Thank you so much. So kind of you. Thank you once again. So now let me invite the finance industry. Oh my God, I'm a bit scared. I'm very weak in finance. I'm very weak in finance, and it means sometimes finance and happiness, I feel there is a far relationship. There is no relationship in the finance and happiness, because that word itself is so scary. Means, oh my God, so many bills to pay, so many things like that. So anyhow, we have with us the saver, with us to protect us from all this, to acknowledge us the happiness factor from finance, FQ. So Avinash, we invite you, we welcome you here again to acknowledge us how this finance literacy can help us in bringing happiness to our doors.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. I will answer the first, the question which you had in your mind. Once I said in one of my meetings or coaching, which I was providing, that, finance or accounts is just plus and minus. And when the accountants, the finance people, they get too creative, then they multiply and divide. So finance is not at all scary. So no. Thank you for asking this question. So do you know that 80% of the companies, they kind of fail in the first 5 to 8 years? Not because they have bad products or services, but due to poor financial decisions. And imagine if the company fails, right? Because maybe the leaders or the people in charge or the captain of the ship, they are not financially savvy or literate, then it has a ripple effect on the families of the shareholders, the owners, and also the employees who are associated with the company, right? It has got a pretty ripple effect across the board. So yes, financial literacy has an important role in the basket of many other things to have a sustainable happiness, right? And also there are researchers, I think Harvard or one of the Ivy University, I can't recall the name just now. They did a research way back that due to financial illiteracy, it is also common to experience divorce and family breakups, because if either of the spouse, they are not able to financially manage what they are getting in the house, it has a grave impact on their relationship. And if their relationship is impacted, can you imagine the impact it has on the child and the other members in the family? It's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect. I strongly and firmly believe that financial literacy is one of the key in delivering sustainable happiness to people's life. Let me put it this way. Think of it this way, that financial literacy is a string. Financial literacy is a string that weaves every bead and makes that necklace full and beautiful. That is how I feel that financial literacy brings sustainable happiness in people's life. Thank you, Dr. Shima.
Wow. I love it when you said, I think I'm sure Miss Sheena also hearing, she also loves that. The way you said how the finance is making that necklace with joining all the beads, it's like a string, joining all the beads and bringing that happiness factor. Wonderful, Avinash. It's so amazing. I hope everyone will understand. So we have, that means, Avinash, I think we have to work out in joining all these beads, right? That is a financial literacy. Thank you. I think I also means I'm also now a bit educated. Got literacy means financial literacy. Thank you so much, Avinash. You are a great mentor. So now let me invite Miss Sheena. Miss Sheena, the world-class coach, who always come up with varieties of expressions with her. I have a wonderful question for Miss Sheena. Wonderful question. As a visionary world-class coach, Miss Sheena, as a visionary world-class coach, what do you think the most important skill? Now you are the master of all the skills, because we were speaking to everyone with one skill. So you have to give now to us the overall view. According to you, what is the master skill that is required to bring sustainability in the world? I'm sure everyone wants to know the answer for that.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma, for always being so kind in introducing me. How do we sustain happiness? One word that I'm going to speak about, and that is being a performer. Professor Hassan talked about education, skills, apprenticeship, and developing people. If I was to say, are they performers? Yes, they will be performers. Lorena talked about choreography, singing, music. Are they performers? Yes, they are. Producers and performers. Avinash spoke about something that's very close to my heart. Numbers. I've been learning to dance recently, and the teacher cheekily asked me, Sheena, can you not count 1, 2, 3? Because your feet are not doing 1, 2, 3. So I need to get my numbers right. What brings all of what's been said today together? And I'm going to give you another word. Sustainability is resilience. Sustainability in education, in music, finance, in every aspect of people across the globe links to resilience and well-being. If we are not well, we cannot work in education, in performance, or in numbers. So resilience, there's lots of myths, and I know I don't have a lot of time, but there's lots of myths and untruths about resilience. People say resilience is being able to work 24/7. Keep work. Keep doing that and you build resilience. Can I just say to you, that is rubbish. That is a myth. It's untrue. There was a big study done at Harvard University a couple of years ago, and they discovered that resilience is built by having daily quality recovery time out. So working 24/7 does not build resilience. Their study showed that when people took daily time out, their resilience increased. So now we're looking at resilience versus recharging our mind and our body. So that's a very interesting findings, a very interesting research. And our athletes take time out every day. Because if athletes didn't have time out every day, they wouldn't be able to be world class. And you, not I, you will not be world class if you do not start doing your resilience differently, dare to be different, and have quality recovery time every single day and build up that superpower of well-being and happiness.
I've got that resiliency now by listening to you, that recharging. I got recharged. I got recharged. I think everyone got recharged. So we got that, Machina. Thank you so much for giving us a message that it's not just working, work, but we need to recharge also every day by resiliency. Then only we will be again sustainable. Wow, what a correlation, Ms. Shina. It's wonderful. That's what I said. You have a solution for everything. Thank you so much, Machina. We'll come back to you. Professor Maru is coming back now with all of us. But before that, I want our conference chair, as always, Dr. Kevin Ward is the conference chair, and he is going to summarize. He is going to give the values that he found, the insights that he found in all your views about sustainability and all. I request Dr. Kevin Ward to give his valuable insights to everyone watching us. And I'm sure this video is going to be a very learning video for many of the people who are going to watch this, because really, honestly, I can find how the way everyone has linked the happiness, sustainability, it's amazing. Dr. Kevin Ward, we welcome you.
Thank you, Dr. Shama. Really interesting. In fact, I have been thinking about things related to what we're talking about in the last few days, and the realization that regardless of what we do in life, it requires skill. It's not just having a knowledge. We have come to believe overvalue knowledge. Don't misunderstand me. Knowledge has got value, but not to the level that we have raised it. We need to be focused in on what do we do with this knowledge that will help us be sustainable. And I think each member of the panel has alluded to the need for skill. And then, we're all kind of fearful of AI right now. What is it going to replace us all? And one of the things that I continue to talk about with others, and again, this panel, I believe, raises the same, is that AI, first of all, AI is a grand database that can do data comparison. That's it at its core. Now, what we do with AI is our bigger question and challenge. And one of the things about AI that we need to understand, and this group, I think, has brought out, is that AI, it can be at its best forever in so many ways, but it will never be human. And what we develop as humans is essential. And then that includes our skill to take what we have as humans to help others as we go along. And that includes, as we talk about with I.I.I, is humanization of education. It's got to no longer be production and in education. It's got to be, how can we live? How can we have a skill and be who we are as needed for what's going on in our world today? So again, human is always going to be the key above AI, and skill and applying what we are as humans is going to be essential that we continue to develop.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin. So you have given us a very good nutshell, everything, and you have really summarized the balance, the harmony between technology and the human values. If there is no harmony, there is no balance. I think the world will become unsustainable, and there will be, yes, it may lead to extinction as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Kevin. Always inspired with your esteemed values that you create in the platform. Thank you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you so much. So, my dear friends, let me now invite Professor Maru, who is the president of International Academic Fraternity Board, and who is ready today with this second round with his influential questions to the panel over here about sustainability. And I'm sure Professor Maru is going to steer this panel with lots of excitement with his own charisma. Professor Maru, the stage is yours.
Thank you once again, Dr. Sharma. Yes, we're starting with the second round of Q&A, starting with Lorena. And okay, Lorena, in the first round, you're talking about passion, right? So my question is, how can we induce passion in learning skills, and what's your favorite strategy that you adapt in learning them?
Yes, for me, the first strategy in learning is concentration. Concentration is the only way for me to be able to learn very fast and a lot, and this is this quality that distinguishes a champion in all kind of fields. So concentration is the word, in learning. And as well, you're speaking about passion. And passion comes from the soul. So this is the point. We are not machines. We are not artificial intelligences, as Mr. Ward said right before. And I totally agree with him. We are human beings, and we are made of passions, of ideals. And these are not in our body. These are in our body, mind, and soul. So we have to be in perfect balance on these three levels. And this is the key to happiness as well. When you find the balance between, your body as an instrument, to express yourself, when you are able to move your body with ability, and a lot of people don't do sport or ballet or art, and so they are not able to use their body. And this is so important to feel well in the house where you live, and our house is our body. As well, the mind and the soul. The soul is the place where all the feelings are, where our ideals are, our passions, and it's through our soul that we express ourselves. So we have to cultivate these three levels. And to give you an example, I also work with the young people, to transmit them the values of ballet, in my case, and entertainment and performances. And so I created a method called Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo by Lorena Barricalla. And this method is not only based on the academic steps of classical ballet, for us, our language, but as well on a training program called Body, Mind, and Soul, And in these workshops, you know, I do different exercises. And through them, I explain all these things to the young people. And as well, we can do exercises of how to move the body thanks to the articulations, or how to visualize something through the mind, how to use memorization in general, not only in ballet, but in general, how to express ourselves through our soul. So as an artist, but as well as a human being, how to express emotion and feelings. And so I created a lot of different exercises on different themes. And the people, the young people, but as well people of all ages, and as well of other fields, not only dancers, can be also managers, you know, they can train thanks to this program. And this is a key to find, you know, this balance between the body, the mind, and soul. This is the key for me for happiness.
Thank you, Lorena, for your wonderful insight, the wonderful words, because the key for your point of view are concentration, okay, passion, and I think that is the perfect way also to understand. Also, my motto is the life is like a game of chess. So in the chess,
Yes.
you can move. The power is in your hands. So
Yes.
thank you once again.
And you know, the word concentration means come to the center. Concentration, come to the center, so to the center of ourselves.
Thank you, Lorena, for your insight. Thank you. Okay, move forward with Miss Sheena. Okay, thank you once again for your time, for your precious time. And our question is for you. With your expertise, can you please suggest us some ways to improving our human skills in the world?
Okay, thank you, Professor Patricia. I don't know if I've said that correctly. I'd like to ask you a rhetorical question. What if you were Ronaldo, the football player? What if you were a Ferrari racing driver? Hands up who've heard of Ronaldo and Ferrari. Everybody? Yeah? What is it an athlete does? What is it Ferrari does to train? You see, there's a big difference between how business people think and train and how an athlete thinks and trains. If an athlete gets correction and feedback today, they do it today. And tomorrow they've got a new skill. What if we developed skills like an athlete? That's how they think, how they plan, how they prepare, and how they train and get coached on a daily basis to lead the field so as they can maximize their performance, a performance that increases their productivity, sustainability, and happiness. What if we did that? I want you to give you a second example is I have a Ferrari in my room upstairs, and every morning when I get up, this is true, I go to my Ferrari and I ask myself a self-mastery question. Did I perform yesterday? Did I have presence yesterday? And if not, how do I change that today? So in a Ferrari, driver Lewis Hamilton, how do they practice? Are they present? How are they positioned? Do they lead the market? Does their presence give them the competitive edge? Let me ask you, in your world of education, in your world of finance, in your world of choreography, do you practice every day? Are you present? Are you positioned as the go-to person? Could you be that go-to person? And ultimately, what we want to do is to have the competitive edge and lead the field in education, in skills, productivity, but more importantly, lead the field in our performance. Be a performance-based producer of everything you do.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Sheena Walker. I think that you are a perfect mix between soft skill and hard skills. So thank you, because as you know better than me, probably in the life is not enough to have a hard skill, technical skill. The key is, from my point of view, but I think also for everyone in this summit, is the soft skill like emotional intelligence, emotion, passion. So thank you once again for your insight, and I think that we are in the right path. Really, thank you. Okay, let's move forward with the other question to our esteemed Professor Einstein, and our question for you today is, as a visionary leader, how do you visualize the future of the student who adapt organic skills and do who don't? What your advice to the words in implementing sustainability in skills?
It's a very big question, you know. And I mean, in many summits invited and speaking keynotes, until now, I didn't found this question in keynotes and in summits. But it is a very important question. And we have really to think about this now. I said before, we have the need of the humanization of education in a demanding world of artificial intelligence and disruptions. So, yeah, let's have a look to this organic term. Organic talent and organic potentials refers to abilities and skills that are cultivated naturally through personal experiences, self-directed learned, and in real life challenges. That is in a time, we both know that in universities, we're speaking about the use of artificial intelligence for students and staff, how we can use that, what we are doing that when we are using it. So let's say first some words to the world. The world is an organism for me with crucial health problems. So for me, the world is a very sick patient. You understand? A very sick patient is our world. So we can see that in many symptoms of his many illnesses everywhere. The symptoms we see in many areas, such as climate changes, multiple crises, and in very many disruptions. I said once, we analyze that we find disruptions everywhere, not only the digitization, which is a disruption, and the pandemic COVID-19. So I said then, what next in a disrupted future? Another pandemic, recession, depression, massive unemployment, war, riot, invasion, refugee surge, earthquake, banking collapse, flood, fire, tsunami. We navigate from one disruption to the next. So we need a transition, but that's not enough. We need a real transformation. And I want to say, with the words of Goethe, we need to have a metamorphosis urgently and highly needed. So we need skills and personal actions for the future who are helping us to treat and care the patient world in a more sustainable and holistic way. And your word, organic skills, is a possibility to do so. That we are not delegating the problem to the artificial intelligence, mentioning a question to ChatGPT or another platform, and then it is done for us, and waiting for the answer. We have to be part of the problem, and we has to have the patient at home, in our home, and has to care the patient, and has to be part of the problem and the healthing process. So only when we are all part of the health problem and of the health process, we are, I think, getting a transformed world. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof, for your great insight. Really, we appreciate your great insight. And as you said, the key is human being. And finally, is human beings. So this is the best possible thing to do and to be in a practical way for the near future. Thank you once again, Prof, for your insight. Thank you. Okay, we move on with the final question to Dr. Avinash. Thank you once again. Namaste. And the question for you for today is, what are the quality that we can develop in the individuals through financial skill? Which country, for your point of view, do you think is going so well in financial skill implementation?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Maru. This reminds me of your question, reminds me of an incident. I think that was a few months back when I was delivering a coaching. So one of the leaders, when we broke out for lunch, one of the leaders asked me, "Hey, what do you think? Why do you recommend, or why do you promote that each and every one of us should be financially literate to an extent," right? I could simply hire somebody who is financially literate or with a financial genius. I don't need to be financially savvy at all, or maybe I'm financially illiterate. That was a very thought-provoking question. So immediately, what came to my mind is that, and I asked the gentleman this question, that then why do you need to eat healthy or exercise? You have medicines and doctors, right? So what I was trying to explain to him is that, yeah, I mean, you don't need to be a genius, but you got to know a little bit about it. So that same way, like you don't anticipate illness, but you try your best to eat healthy and exercise so that you don't have to run to the doctors. The same way, you got to be a financially literate to an extent so that you're not fooled about. So I mean, that was a great conversation I had with that gentleman. It was an eye opener. But Professor Maru, to your question, what I believe is financial literacy or financial understanding is a wide subject. However, if I were to consolidate that, I would say that the basic understanding of how does the money work, budgeting, obviously managing the debt is a big thing, whether it can be managing debt of your company or or the family debt. And I believe, and I have seen this, that the company, in the companies, if the employees understand this, regardless they are financial department or other department, They know how their choices impacts the company's financial health. They could be in operations, they could be in sales, but if they are financially literate, they would make the right choices for their company because they understand the entire value chain, that how their choices impacts the company health. And in turn, I would link it back that it makes us, that their choices and the impact makes it a sustainable company and brings sustainable happiness to the families and and the organization they are associated with. Thank you very much, Professor Maru.
Thank you, Dr. Avinash. Really, thank you for your clear reply and also for your professional insight, because we are really, we appreciate when our special guests share their directly wonderful and great experience. So thank you once again. Namaste. Thank you. Okay, Dr. Sharma, what do you think? So today it was really a great experience, right?
Professor Maru, it was so wonderful. Everyone has given the blasting experiences with the live examples. And Miss Sheena wants to tell something. I think she was raising hand when you are speaking.
Is that okay? Is that okay, Professor and Dr. Sharma? I just wanted to share something super.
Please.
In the last 4 weeks, I've traveled to, I hadn't seen my family for 5 years. They live in Australia. And I traveled to Singapore, Australia, and then Dubai. And I've come back totally inspired, in particular with Singapore, Singapore's education system, Singapore's infrastructure, Singapore's investment. And I've written a letter to our Prime Minister here in the UK asking for a meeting so I can share the good practice of Singapore with him. And I think if we were to look at Singapore and model it, our world would be transformed.
Very true, Ms. Sheena. Even I visited Singapore and I have seen the sustainable practices that they do at every step. Really, I totally agree with you, Ms. Sheena, and thank you so much for sharing this wonderful experience of yours for this sustainable tea. And Avinash, once again, thank you so much for your example that I don't know, your examples are quite impacting, Avinash. The examples that you have given, body, exercise, diet, and financial literacy, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Avinash. Really, today I must thank everyone because Professor Maru, as Professor Maru said, it was a blasting today. Each and everyone's, like Miss Lorena has focused on learning, relearn, unlearn, focus, discipline, values, ethics, happiness. Miss Sheena on performance. How to means Miss Sheena has given all the candid, and Professor Einstein, not Professor Einstein, Professor Einstein. Einstein of I.I.I. He has given us the wonderful way of exposing and exposing humanization of education to the life for the sustainability. It's amazing. I request Professor Dr. Kevin Ward for his opinion, for his views, and thanking message to all the guests. Dr. Kevin.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. It's always an honor. It's always a pleasure. And I appreciate and very grateful for everyone's time and effort. Time is one of our most precious commodities. And when we take the effort to invest it, we hopefully get good returns. So thank you, everyone, for your time. Thank you to the audience that is watching this and will watch it. And I hope that you'll take it to heart. Much gratitude, Dr. Sharma, especially to you as always for leading our organization in such a great fashion. So thank you as well. Again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin. You always inspire us, and I know you're busy today, but still you joined to make the time. All of us, all of you, I know every minute of yours is so valuable, but still you all made your time. And actually, Dr. Kevin was about to go because he had some commitment today. I told him without your vote of thanks, it's not possible. So I requested Dr. Kevin to stay for 5 more minutes. But yes, I forgot, with your permission, Dr. Kevin, Dr. Somali has one question asked to any of she choose. At the end of the summit, usually one of the audience will be asking a question to any of her favorites, whoever she choose. Dr. Somali will be asking a question.
Okay,
Dr. Kevin.
of course.
Okay. My question is,
Two.
what two questions to
No, it's
Dr.
two.
not
Yeah.
Dr. Maru, Professor Maru.
Okay.
Today it is Professor Maru, and
Okay.
also to Dr.
Yes, please,
Kevin.
please.
Dr. Kevin, she wants to ask
What
you.
are some, yeah, ma'am, what are some practical steps individuals can take to embrace continuous growth and adaptability? What challenges might one face in maintaining skill sustainability, and how can they overcome it?
Mm. If you don't mind, Professor Morrow, I'll take the first stab at it. Your first question is about developing. Repeat
What
the
are the
first
steps?
part.
I think what are the steps need to be taken to develop the skills for an individual?
I think, in fact, Lorena mentioned learning. And I think everyone mentioned it on some level, but in our current
Yes.
culture, learning, not just accidentally, but with purpose, learning something new every day. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be necessarily world changing, but learning something new every day is such an important part of moving forward. And because as we learn, if we continue to develop what we learn, we will potentially gain wisdom, and that wisdom we can then apply in a bigger way. And the second part, repeat, please.
What challenges might one face in maintaining skill sustainability, and how can they overcome it?
We wanted so many answers from you, Dr. Kevin. She mixed the 3 questions. What
Well,
challenge?
one of the things I'm asked is, what is a skill that is kind of universal? And this is something kind of near and dear to me, but I think a skill that is universal across the board, regardless of our pursuit, is leadership. Starting with leading ourselves, and then taking what we learn and what we can grow, and then provide leadership to others. And by the way, leadership is not dependent on a title, is because some of the greatest leadership roles we'll ever have will not have titles, such as parent, such as friend, such as helper, whatever. So leadership is a skill set that we need to develop ongoing, because one of the things that is about leadership is it's one of the more human things we can do, and it keeps us relevant and in this age of technology and AI, frankly. So that would be my thought.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin.
My honor. Thank you. And I'm going to depart, everyone. I need to get going, but thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. God bless, and have an amazing rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kevin.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, Dr. Kevin.
Bye, Dr. Kevin.
Dr. Sharma, could I just add a bit on to what
Please, Vishina, please.
Okay.
I was thinking this was Miss Sheena's question. She must have, Dr. Somali might have chosen Miss Sheena for this question.
Okay, so for me, I think what Kevin said links into what I've said, what I'm going to say. Leaders speak, but speakers lead. I'm going to say that again.
Wow.
A leader speaks, but a speaker leads. The most profitable skill in the business world today, across the globe, is being a speaker. So whatever your skill, whatever your occupation, you need to be able to speak with clarity, distinction in every setting, learn every framework that will position you as an expert.
Dr. Somali, you got a bonus. Dr. Mashina, the world-class coach, she has endorsed your questions with her wonderful answers. Well, I have noted also, Ms. Shina, leaders speak and speakers lead. Wow, this is amazing. I think I am going to use this everywhere now. Thank you so much, Ms. Shina.
Thank you, Sina.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Ms.
Yeah, earlier you have given my one question's answers before. I asked you, why is resilience essential in pursuing sustainability goals and how can we build it? You have given answer before. Before asking, you have
She was
told.
having a question, Ms. Sheena. She was having another question, but you have answered the question before she asked the question.
Right, okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you, ma'am, very much.
Professor Maru's question left for you, Dr. Somali.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Yeah,
what are some practical steps individuals can take to embrace continuous growth and adaptability?
for continuous growth. Okay.
Okay.
For continuous growth, what practical steps we
The steps
individuals can take?
individual.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you for this question. I think that the best possible way to approach is to starting from my motto. My motto is life is like a game of chess. So the power is in our hands. So the key point from my point of view is to be adaptive, to be dynamic, to view the problem or the matter or the topic that we have in front of you from another point of view, in a disruptive way, but in a positive disruptive way. So when I teach during my lesson with my students, this is the starting point for my lesson. So I think there's the best possible way to approach is to thinking out of the box, by the concrete and the concrete practice way. So like is a game of chess, the best possible way is during the game you're learning during the game. So this is the key. And another key, I think that the best possible way is to share the knowledge, your knowledge. When you're learning during the game, share your knowledge during the game also. This is the key, and I think that is the best possible way to reply to your kind question.
We have shared knowledge, Dr. Maru. That's why today I think we have learned, we have played the game, we have learned through the game, and we have shared the knowledge, and we have lots of as we say that what we see, we get it in our mind. What we hear, we get it in our mind. Today, through this World Summit, lots of, I can say, very introspective points we have got it. I'm sure, like usually people journal them. I think our organization is creating video conferences through the video journals, I can say. These are all the video. I'm sure I'm going to take this. Yeah, Professor Einstein.
I would as well, before we are finishing, sending a special thank to Lorena and Sheena. They have made my day today, because they have shown how we can learn authentic. And that is the important point in this time of artificial intelligence, where so many bloody students, I say this bad word, are thinking that they can copy paste and that they are learning from artificial intelligence. Learning is going through own activities, and therefore the two ladies Lorena and Sheena today have shown how we can learn every day again and again and again. And it's true, sustainability has a very big connection to resilience. And therefore, learning is making resilient. But it has to be a self-learning. That means we has to learn by ourselves to get resilient. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm in with you, Professor Einstein. I do agree what they said, Miss Sheena, Miss Lorena, and Avinash. Means completely, they have given that transparent picture, like a body. Means I can't imagine that anyone will compare the body with the learning and with the sustainability. The way Miss Lorena has brought up that concept is amazing, really. It's really incredible. And even the Machina, the way she has brought up every point, resiliency with learning, resiliency, Miss how resiliency with learning she has, the way she has correlated performer, the role of a performer, that is amazing. And everyday learning, that is another factor with the new concepts, with the new journaling, the learning. It means so these are all really Machina. And as I said, I have a leader speak and speakers lead. I have noted that, and I will be taking it around the world, Machina. Thank you so much, Machina, Miss Lorena. Even arithmetically, you both are giving the same waves. Your wavelength is the same today with us. And thank you so much. Thank you, Avinash, for your wonderful, the way you have coined finance with the beats. The way we can build up the happiness, the string, finance as a string, and the factors contributing to that happiness as the beats, which should be contributed, correlated to bring that happiness and peace and pieces. What an amazing Avinash. Thank you so much. That's what the world needs. I feel day by day, we can influence the people in a very strategic way. And as Professor Einstein said, I loved when he said that just copying from ChatGPT or artificial intelligence, the information, means we are losing our emotions. We are not involving. Where is the sustainability? Sustainability, as Professor Einstein has given a good message to the youngsters. Now they are finding PowerPoint. Before we used to put our emotions in the PowerPoint. We used to put everything, it should look, that happiness factor we used to create. Now just write the name of the PowerPoint, it will be created. So where are your efforts? Where are your emotions? Where are your analysis? Gone. So again, robot, even we don't know what is there also. We are accepting everything to save our time, but we are not understanding, we are not saving the earth. Indirectly, we are delivering the wrong message to the people which was given by the robot, and that message will be transferring to the ripple effect to the people. And finally, we are again going to the artificial intelligence, not organic intelligence, which is humanization of education. Organic intelligence is humanization of education. And so thank you, Professor Einstein. This is really made my day. And Professor Maru, all your wonderful knowledge that you have initiated with this spirit, with your knowledge, this IAFB board, HOD as HOD of IAFB board, and initiating this World Peace Summit, World Sustainable Summit, which will inculcate the education to its true pathway. So education can lead to sustainability when we enhance the resources, when we enhance the literacy factor, and it can lead us to the democracy of sustainability. So once again, thank you, Professor Maru. Thank you, Ms. Sheena. Thank you, Ms. Lorena. Thank you, Nash, Professor Einstein. Thank you so much for making this summit wonderful, blasting success. And I request Professor Maru, IAFB head of the department, to convey the last thanks to all of us before we leave.
Thank you, Dr. Shema. And the last thing is, see you the next time, see you the next month with the third summit, okay? Thank you also to all of you and also to all the audience. Thank you once again. See you next time.
See you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for your time.
Our founder, director, and CEO of International Institute of Influencers, Dr. Shama Hussain, on the stage.
एक कहानी बताती हूँ. I'll tell one story. There were two brothers. One was very rich and the other one was not. So he came to his younger brother and said, मेरे पास Bentley है, मेरे पास Rolls Royce है, मेरे पास Mercedes है, तुम्हारे पास क्या है? So क्या है? So what will be the answer of that boy? मेरे पास vision है.
I believe we are in a day and an age and a time where we're looking for visionaries. We need visionaries that can set the pathway of what our future looks like. To get behind someone that has that type of vision is something I support 110%. And Dr. Shama, you have done that excellently. You have set a vision that all of us inspire to want to walk out.
कि गाड़ी चलाने के लिए पेंसिल सेल डालते हैं, थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया तो पता चला कि उसमें थोड़ा सा और पतला सेल आता है, वो डबल ए होता है. फिर ट्रिपल ए सेल भी मार्केट में आ गया. लेकिन किसी को 5A वाला सेल देखना है तो आप डॉक्टर शमा को देख लो, आपको और कुछ देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Thank you.
In this beautiful, well-designed and a very powerful program, my heartiest congratulations to Dr. Shama Hussain and to all these very important people. Let's give a big hand to this wonderful set of people.
Thank you so much.
What an honor. What an honor for I.I.I.
इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने अमेरिका को इंडिया लेके आ गए, हमारे भारत.
Please welcome Dr. Kuldeep Raina, Vice Chancellor, MS Ramaiah University, Bangalore. Humbly like to welcome our next guest of honor, Dr. Ajay Rana, Director General, Amity University, former Vice Chancellor, Chairman, AUN Labs. We are marking the completion of one whole year in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the World Youth Expo 2023.
Their mission and vision is I.I.I.'s Humanization of Education and Edu Startup Expos.
Let me extend my heartiest congratulations to you for launching this beautiful World Youth Expo. Let's give a big hand to this wonderful idea. I think we need everyone's support here. I promise you that Marwa Studios, AAFT and International Chamber of Media and Entertainment Industry, the chamber which I'm heading now, is absolutely ready to support you for this vision, for this beautiful idea. We are with you.
young boy from Muscat who is an international motivational speaker, a youth ambassador of I.I.I. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Syed.
So everyone, it's an honor to swim and dive and, deep into the ocean of influencers we all got here. Give a thunderous round of applause to these panelists here. Leadership is the ability to change the direction of thought of an individual without applying any force.
Wonderful function today. The spirit behind it is tremendous, immense.
24/7 he's thinking of III, and it is nice to meet all of you.
Our founder, director, and CEO of International Institute of Influencers, Dr. Shama Hussain on the stage.
एक कहानी बताते हैं. I'll tell one story. There were two brothers. One was very rich and the other one was not. So he came to his younger brother and said, मेरे पास Bentley है, मेरे पास Rolls Royce है, मेरे पास Mercedes है, तुम्हारे पास क्या है? So क्या है? So what will be the answer of that boy? मेरे पास vision है.
I believe we are in a day and an age and a time where we're looking for visionaries. We need visionaries that can set the pathway of what our future looks like. To get behind someone that has that type of vision is something I support 110%. And Dr. Shama, you have done that excellently. You have set a vision that all of us inspire to want to walk out.
गाड़ी चलाने के लिए पेंसिल सेल डालते हैं, थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया तो पता चला कि उसमें थोड़ा सा और पतला सेल आता है, वो डबल ए होता है. फिर AAA सेल भी मार्केट में आ गया. लेकिन किसी को 5A वाला सेल देखना है तो आप डॉक्टर शमा को देख लो, आपको और कुछ देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Thank you.
In this beautiful, well-designed and a very powerful program, my heartiest congratulations to Dr. Shama Hussain and to all these very important people. Let's give a big hand to this wonderful set of people.
Thank you so much.
What an honor. What an honor for I.I.I.
इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने अमेरिका को इंडिया लेके आ गए, हमारे भारत.
Please welcome Dr. Kuldeep Raina, Vice Chancellor, MS Ramaiah University, Bangalore. Humbly like to welcome our next guest of honor, Dr. Ajay Rana, Director General, Amity University, former Vice Chancellor, Chairman, AUN Labs. We are marking the completion of one whole year in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the World Youth Expo 2023.
Their mission and vision is I.I.I.'s Humanization of Education and Edu Startup Expos.
Let me extend my heartiest congratulations to you for launching this beautiful World Youth Expo. Let's give a big hand to this wonderful idea. I think we need everyone's support here. I promise you that Marva Studios, AAFT, and International Chamber of Media and Entertainment Industry, the chamber which I'm heading now, is absolutely ready to support you for this vision, for this beautiful idea. We are with you.
We have a 16-year-old young boy from Muscat who is an international motivational speaker, a youth ambassador of I.I.I. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Syed.
So everyone, it's an honor to swim and dive and, deep into the ocean of influencers we all got here. Give a thunderous round of applause to these